Does that actually translate as you're hoping it'll blow up and then you'll come and have an M57 conversion?
Yes, or a V8. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave, for those of you that don't know me, and today it's miserable as always, and I've got a very shiny black truck to show you. So here we have a 2014 Defender 90, and this is owned by Liam, who owns Performance PPL. What these guys do is basically protect cars' paint and bring them back to, I want to say, beyond showroom standards. So I've recently taken my Defender to Liam and his team to have the full treatment. So full mopping polish, paint correction, decontamination, you name it. I said, give me the best product, because I know that he was bringing his Defender to me and we want to do a bit of a work for work deal because I love what he's doing as a brand. So this Defender is Liam's personal truck, and he said to me, Dave, it's all yours. Do what you think I would like with it. He gave me a few subtle hints. He said, I love the winch bumper, I love a Red Winch, things like that. So I knew he had a soft spot for a Red Winch, and he loved my grille and he loved the badge. So I said to him, how about we do a Mahker uplift on your car? So what I call a Mahker uplift is new wheels, new tyres, new grille, my front end, a new winch, a bumper, some interior bits. It's basically, imagine bringing your Defender into a new look. So that's my uplift. So I don't offer it as a solid option, but if you do like this, I can give you that option. So there you have it. So because this vehicle is owned by a protection company that protect paint and make them very shiny, I couldn't hand this car back being filthy. So I thought, what can I do? So I got in touch with Andy at PPL and I said, can you come and valet Liam's car before he gets here? And check this out.
Like it?
Yeah, that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
And this is just the start, as I understand, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of you are going to ask, what makes this Defender so shiny? This has had, in fact, Liam, come here. Right, so what have you done to this to make it so shiny?
So I put my ceramic coating on it, Rain 10H ceramic coating, 7-year durability, and it adds intense gloss to any paintwork it sits on.
So this has been done to my Bowler 90, and it's also been done to my Discovery 3 that's now filthy again, so it almost needs a wash. Well, it does need a wash, but just look at that. It speaks for itself, and if you want your car to look this shiny, it is now an option at the Mahker workshop. There you go, Liam, what do you think?
I'm made up. I can't even believe how it looks. I can't wait to tow stuff with that winch.
So I think we need to go and get him stuck so we can just put the Red Winch into action.
I'm going to get stuck on purpose just so I can use it. I can't believe it.
Is that the wheels?
Love it. And do you know what? I trusted you with that choice. I kind of just said, just put whatever, do it.
See how it looks.
I love how it's sitting now a bit higher as well.
So what we did on this, so initial plan was just a set of our Bilstein shock absorbers, and when we pulled the wheels off I noticed that the front springs had fatigued, and they'd probably fatigued a little bit more after bolting that monster on the front. But I looked at it and I thought, what do we do? And I thought, it's only going to get lower and it's only going to get tireder, so we put a set of our comfort springs under there, so comfort height, and they're about yay big before they go in, and they compress. So they're what's known as a progressive spring. So when you put the body's weight on, they compress, obviously. And when you go over a bump, they take the bump a lot better.
So what's the next steps, do we think? Because I think you're pretty pleased with this, so...
Well, Dave's trying to talk me into either a V8 or a BMW conversion. I don't know yet. After just going out in the... Which one was
Miami.
it? The Miami. I'm quite impressed. I think we're going to do interior, exhaust, and then think about the big engine swap.
So we'll be seeing a bit of this vehicle over the coming months.
Yeah, I like it here. Make a good cup of coffee as well.
There we have it. I said it's going to have a stage 3 in its life.
Nice.
Come on, Kess, wake up. It's temperamental, this software, so it has to do its little update, otherwise it doesn't go any further. This is going on the keyring. So if you spend 10 grand, you get one of these.
Oh, so what are we doing here?
So what I'm doing is loading up the stage 3 file. So I'm doing my best to make this Puma engine last as long as it possibly can do by extracting the most amount of power I possibly can do in the shortest amount of time.
Does that actually translate as you're hoping it'll blow up and then you'll come and have an M57 conversion?
Yes, or a V8. But the thing is, every single one on a map seems to last longer.
It's almost like you're doing something right.
Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it? And then comes in here, and then we use this is like a fine glass media.
Yeah.
And then we used to use ice, and it's just not angry enough.
No.
And then this might still be a bit tacky to watch it, but yeah, so what we use is you see there where it turns blue.
Yeah.
That's when, so we know where we've been. So you see the
Okay,
axle where he's just touched it up.
Right.
And then it turns black, and it goes like a nice glossy finish at the end.
Oh, fantastic.
But what we do in a lot of these places, so we'll blast up inside cavities, as in where we can't get with the blast.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, we use, we haven't got any wax in it at the minute, we use a cavity wax made by Kent.
Okay.
And we squirt that in all the areas we can't get to.
Brilliant.
And it depends how far you want us to go, so I'd say the condition yours is it doesn't need to come to bits, but
No.
I'd say axles off definitely,
Yeah.
because we can get into all the cavities where all the arms live,
Yeah.
all inside here.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So
And you put like a rust converter on beforehand, really?
if you need to, yeah. So only if if there is signs of rust.
Yeah.
Like this is literally bare steel when we've hit it. We've literally just done a black
Brand
one.
new, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It really does.
It's better than new because you know what Defenders are like.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And then the back, we can do the back in satin.
Yep.
So you see like this, so it gives you that nice crisp look.
Yeah.
So I think that it doesn't suit that kind of on the back.
No.
So,
No, I'm just starting to see the paint start to go on the rear.
and what we do in here as well, we can we sand the insides of them and just bollock loads inside there.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So.
Not a
Yeah, lovely.
So some of you might be wondering why we've got Wombat back. Wombat is back because its owner is emigrating back to Australia. And our client has asked me if I can sell this vehicle for him. This vehicle is so unique and so bespoke to Michael that we built it for. I said to him, I think we're going to have more success raffling this car. So Michael said to me, Dave, let's do it. Let's get it on raffle and let's make it happen. So, for just £5, guys, you can win this car. Just check it out. We've got 3 grand's worth of laser lights. We've got 6 grand's worth of roll cage. We've got a fortune sat right there in Red Winch technology. And right here, we've got 6.2 litres of American supercharged muscle. Just check it out, and you want to hear it. Wait for the video.
Come on, Dave, what does it sound like?
Listen to this. You know you want that in your life. Ready?
Yep.
So for just £5 a ticket, you could win.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Trying to do a YouTube here.
Take 2. What's up?
Yep.
So we're using Raffall, the people that we used before. I think I said that right, Raffall. Anyway, there's going to be a link at the bottom to get your tickets purchased, guys. And we're using Raffall because it's a totally independent system. So for just £5, you could win this £200,000 Defender. So we're just making sure that everything works before we send this vehicle out the door. We're just going to do a little winch test. Look, no one's sat in that car. Make a good anchor, don't I?
I've heard other people call you worse.
Well, yeah.
Good job, Louis.
That's the old one.
What's this, Ed? What are you doing?
Well, it's the fuel pump bracket for the new pump. Basically, that'll go down there like that and replace that manky thing.
So we're doing some actual fabricating.
I wouldn't call it that. Like.
This is Project Churchill. Project Churchill has just been tuned. So last week, me and Paul from Wartech, we were divulging in tuning ideas. So this has got a mix of, what do we do for Rainer now? That is Project Defender. Not Defender. I've got it wrong now. Rolling Thunder. So Project Rolling Thunder, which is a 6.2 litre LS3 coupled to a 6-speed. And I want to almost say, after the Ethos drag race, this has now got some ultimate settings. So refinement, low down, put it in sport mode, and all hell breaks loose. So we've gone full rustic leather in here. So as you can see on there, this is what's known as our distressed antique leather. And what I love about this is that the more it ages, the better it gets. It's like a fine wine, I want to say.
It smells lovely in here.
It does. It's absolutely great ambience. And in the back, we're working on a teak deck for it at the moment, and that's really going to complement this beautiful build.
That's interesting. Like the gear stick.
Yeah, so this is a wireless charger that we build in, and this is obviously USB charging bits.
So all the mod cons in here.
Definitely. So this is Project Santana. Something very different. This has got a BMW M57 inside with a 6-speed manual box. And today the lads have been wiring up, putting fuel pump in there, etc. Ed's currently making a mount to put the fuel pump plate on. and fuel filter housing.
So for somebody who's not familiar, that looks like a Defender, but that's not a Defender, is
It's
it?
not a Defender, no. This was actually built for the Spanish military. Someone will probably correct me, but that's what I got told.
See what I did there, Ed? See my knowledge?
Yeah. They were made for the military, but it is, I think, the Spanish. It's the Spanish own. It's their copy of a series, I think, not a Defender.
Fabricado por Metacolor. I can't look at this, Chris. Maybe someone can translate that for us. It's got Land Rover bags though. It's got something, hasn't it?
Yeah, what about the Cadbury Dairy Milk behind us?
So the Cadbury's Dairy Milk, this is Project MoveOver. This is currently packing a 6.2 litre LT4 supercharged engine. We've recently just fitted the tractive on. We're just waiting on some other little bits to arrive. This is having the Blackbird Industries steering kit adapter because you can't physically fit the steering box in there because this engine layout is quite superior. So we're busy in Bruno's beach today. Come in here. So the lads are currently fitting some very nice Bilstein 7005s. These shocks are flavour of the month. They've been selling like hotcakes, so if you want to upgrade your shocks, buy a set of those off the website. These are heavy-duty open-top turrets. This car is coming for a BMW swap because the 2.2 TDCi gave up. And for those of you that know that I hate that Ford engine, this is having an M57 circa 300 horsepower spec. And why it was in here in the front off, I said to the client, why don't we give you chassis the works treatment? Why the wings are off? And if you look in there now, you can eat your dinner off it, can't you, Bruno?
Oh yeah.
None of this tacky, waxy crap.
Fresh. And doesn't stick to your finger.
There's quite a lot of comments on that Waxoyl video. I think we need to make an update. I mean, it's not that we hate Waxoyl, we just don't like working around it, right?
Yeah, it's horrible stuff. And I believe, yes, it is fantastic if you get a car when it's brand new and you smack a load of Waxoyl inside it. But there's a few other companies out there, I'm not going to mention names, but when you see these videos of someone doing it on a driveway, and I think it's about £60 for a drum of it, it's a joke. All you're going to do, guys, is mask rust, but keep doing it because you'll come and see me in about 5 years' time when the chassis is rotted through. So, top advice there. Right, get Ben to do like, or you do it, you know, like a cut-in and say phase 2. You know, like the first one, phase 1.
Right.
You know, so there is some kind of sequel to it, or like, you know, like project such and such progress. For those of you that don't know, last year we held a raffle for my Dirty 130. It was a shop truck that we built. We made some crazy modifications to it. Big wheels, 37-inch tyres, massive brakes, 400 horsepower engine that made obscene amounts of torque, Recaro seats, you name it. This car was one of a kind. And I'd done everything I wanted to do to it. And then I thought, you know what, I really want one of my subscribers, one of my followers, to really win this car. And I didn't just want to give it away to someone that was wealthy or sell it to someone that was wealthy, should I say. I wanted somebody to own it that just had £50. And for those of you that know and those of you that entered, I really appreciate it because 5% did go to a very good charity that's close to my heart, which is the Royal Marines. And there's a twist. Joseph from Iowa in the USA won the Dirty 130. This is Joseph and his beautiful family. So Joseph bought 10 tickets for the raffle and he certainly improved his chance of winning by buying that many. So Joseph that won the Dirty 130 contacted me and said, Dave, I'm worried I can't take the car back to the USA. To cut a long story short, Joseph is based in Germany and Joseph has a very nice Defender 110 in Germany, which is a 300 TDI county station wagon, USA exportable. Anyway, cut to the chase, I don't want to waffle too much. Joseph planned to take this Defender 110 county station wagon to America, back home to Iowa. And he said to me, he said, Dave, he said, I really don't want to mess you around. He said, would you take all the nice bits off the 130 and put them on my 110? And I just said, I just don't think you'll let them be able to export the 110 because it'll be too heavily modified. So we went over predicament after predicament of what we're going to do. Anyway, a few months had gone by and I said to Joseph, you know what, bring your 110 over to me and let's see what we can do.
Oh yeah, this is it. Oh man.
This is just crazy. I'm an idiot for not taking that thing. Should I come around here? Yeah, I'll park over here. Oh, no way. I'm here. This is awesome.
So we both sat down and we made a plan. I said to Joseph, how about we re-raffle this Defender 130? Joseph is an ex-military guy, like myself, and he said, Dave, he said, I want someone to win this car as well. A lovely chap. As a result, we're going to give Joseph's Defender 110 300 TDI the full maker treatment. And the Dirty 130 is going to be re-raffled. So if you fancy your chances, guys, £30 a ticket, and keep your eye out on social media for when this raffle goes live. So what we've done so far on Project Lightweight, guys, so engineers mounted, Pete's made a cracking job of that, and you'll notice this. This is a P38 steering box, and it's not something you normally see in a series. Normally you see a manual box, which is this conundrum here on the floor. So that works on obviously directing gears through different angles, and there's lots of joints with lots of different play, and I'm not a fan of them because you need arms like Arnold Schwarzenegger to turn it. This car owner basically asked me if I can give him power steering, he's going to be eternally grateful. So we've given him the P38 steering adapter kit. You weld the plate on the chassis, gusset it, obviously strengthen it up so it can't twist and deform. This is a Defender steering column. This is an adaptation UJ kit that basically goes from one spline to another spline. Works fantastic, and if you look here, we've got 3-into-1. So we're popping out the headers there, into the collector, and then we're going to go into a silencer, and then out the back. The customer doesn't want this too leery, guys, but this has got a 6-speed sequential behind it, so it's going to be very unique to say the least. And just down the bottom there you can't see, these are the collectors that we've made. So they live just down the bottom here. So that's what it takes. This is a V6, by the way, not a V8. We couldn't fit 2 extra cylinders in here, unfortunately, so we had to cram this little V6 in there. So for those of you that have been following the build, this is for Project Hilda. This is an overlanding engine. Well, it's a BMW engine that's going into an overlanding vehicle. There's some nice internals inside this engine to help it rev harder and work harder. We've got a very nice turbo to go onto it over the next few days. And we're going to be assembling this engine ready to go back into Hilda when it comes back from having its internal fit out. So stay tuned, guys, to see what's going on. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel the best that we can. And I'll see you next week.